You can see the rain gauge is showing 2 inches. The forecast is for another ½ inch today, and then rain again in a couple days. Oof. Yeah, you can see how sloppy it is out here. Morning and welcome back to the channel. Dave here. It's a warm, beautiful morning in mid-May, and we're gonna get working on this next patch of oat ground. You see the field runs around there and comes right here. This is old pasture that hasn't been dug up in many years. And so we've plowed this up, and we're going to put oats in here and ultimately make it hay field. But we've got rain on the way. You can see the clouds building behind me. We've got, looks like an entire week of rain ahead. I've got the drag on now. You can see I'm putting a final finish on the field. The harrow behind the disc. Still a little bumpy out here. Now we just plowed this a couple of weeks ago, and it really hasn't had an opportunity to break down. So it makes for a rougher field work, but it's really better for the soil to get this seeded down right away. You can really see the difference where I've gone with the harrow on that side, how smooth it is, and it's taken these disc ridges out that would, if we didn't do it this way, would make for a bumpy hayfield once we got the oats off next year and tried to hay this. So I'm out here seeding with the little seeder today. It's just easier to transport on rubber wheels rather than the steel packer wheels on the big seeder. And it does a really good job. I was seeding the oats up at one neighbor's. Neighbor Dave got his field disked and dragged, and he's ready for barley. So you see I'm dragging the big seeder now down the road. We've still got a few hours of daylight left before this rain moves in, so I'd like to get this barley seeded and maybe one more patch of oats, depending on how much my luck holds. this field, we're putting in barley that we will be mixed with the oats and mineral and corn for our feed ration, our steer feed ration. Barley was used by the old-time farmers in this part of the world before they could get corn. They really couldn't grow corn up here. You still can, but you could grow barley. So it was a part of the feed ration from the time farmers started farming up here for their dairy cattle, along with oats and wheat and rye. There, that's another big field, in this case the barley taken care of. Now all I've got to do is get back here yet tonight and roll it before this rain before this rain moves in. So we roll these fields just to push down the rocks and to cover over any seed that might have that might be exposed a little bit due to variations in the field, dips and high spots. So this is neighbor Dave's field, and he actually was able to disc it himself. Since his heart attack, he's rehabbing fine, walking 4 miles a day, and he's able to use his equipment and work pretty normally. He doesn't have any cows yet out here in the pasture, but he's expecting to have some out here soon. So things are getting back to normal for him, which is great news. We expect to keep him busy farming, baling hay all summer long. So we're headed down the road to the next field, the field where we started this morning, which is about a mile away. So it'll take us a few minutes. Well, it's about 6 in the morning. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a steady rain falling, a light rain, but we've had some pretty heavy rain. We're up to about 2 inches so far. With another half-inch forecast today, and then rain 2 days from now. So I don't think we're going to be back in the field seeding the next oats for a few days. So today might be a good day for a shop project. It's not nearly as sloppy as I expected. For 2 inches of rain, so that's good news. And I would have thought yesterday's thunder and lightning storm would have prompted old saggy butt here, Sally Brown, to have her calf, but here she is, still pregnant as can be. Boy, she's really swollen. So the cow is spending nights here in the pregnancy pen and days out in the paddock next door. So we're still cleaning the pen to make sure when she eventually has the calf, the pen is clean. This is my before breakfast workout during calving season. Keeps me from getting any fatter than I already am. Oof. Yeah, you can see how sloppy it is out here. Here's Maddie waiting for her grind. Come on, Anita. You get over. Irving is a slaughter steer. You can see he's quite a bit bigger than the other three. He'll be a nice steer. So while it rains the rest of today, I've got a shop project. You see the 50/50 is in, and it's time for oil change and trans-hydraulic, actually for both New Holland tractors. So I'm going to keep busy. A farmer does on a rainy day in the shop. Thanks for watching. We'll be back hopefully very soon with the rest of our seeding. We're going to need some drying weather and a lot more projects as we plunge into summer haying. So we hope you come back and watch all of that. Thanks.